if you guys aren't aware, there is like a whole thing in Europe where like sexual assaults have gone up,
Like way the fuck up, yeah.
especially from even 10 years ago.
What?
So to combat that, Joe, there's very good news. They have come up with anti-grape underwear.
This video looks like it's from the 80s.
I know, right? It's just been probably re-downloaded, re-uploaded like a bajillion times. So here we go. Oops. I don't know Apple, sorry. And I just hit spacebar?
Just press play first and then...
Play and then...
Estos shorts fueron desarrollados para... that was fast.
Resistente.
It's hard to get in
No
there.
se rasgan, doesn't rip.
It's just
You
really
can't
hard to
try
get
and cut it.
Oh, you can't
You
even
can't
cut
cut
it?
it.
Holy
Yeah.
shit.
How do you take it off then?
What kind of material is this?
They can't, barely.
Wow, you lock it up?
Yeah, but if someone has a gun to your head and they're like, take it off, that doesn't.
How do you take it off
Wow.
if they can't take it off?
Yeah. How does she go to the bathroom?
The types of assaults they're experiencing out there are not gun point related.
oh, they're just like.
Nice
Just to
point.
give you a hint.
Oh.
Damn.
I like how like light the music is, you know?
I know, it's like a fucking DIY
It's like a
tutorial.
it's like a Jenna Marbles video.
Yeah, it's kind of nice, you know? It's kind of nice. She's like, today I'm making a frog costume.
Yeah.
Yo, it's gotten this bad.
Bro, it is in.
That's from Spain? Like it's you said Europe specifically?
Europe mostly, yeah. So like I'm an American, so to me, Europe is Spain, yeah.
But yeah, it's like UK everywhere. Italy.
That's crazy.
Basically most of the white countries.
Correct.
That's Europe.
Sweden's a big one.
But it's you know what's doing amazing? Poland.
You have a, do you have a theory? Do you have a theory about that?
Poland, no holding.
Do you have a theory about why?
I don't know how to present
Italy, you get diddlied.
How about this? I'll tell you. So I have Polish
was way
friends.
better.
I'll present you the way.
Spain is feeling pain.
Oh no! Get away, tourists!
France are ripping down your pants.
Oh.
So I'll explain it to you the way my Polish friends explain it to me. Still with the layer of American filter because people get their feelings hurt. There's a lot of recent immigrants in Europe, and they're usually the ones that's responsible for a fuck ton of crime.
Probably from Ireland.
Like grape stealing, violence, that kind of shit, fraud.
Can you get more specific?
No. I'm trying to have a layer of American.
Gotta have the ozone layer on that.
In Poland, they don't really fuck around like that. So for them, as soon as they see these immigrants come and change their status quo, they go, get the fuck out. So when they say get the fuck out, then all their grape numbers drop, the stealing number drops, all that. And they even say get the fuck out to their own people. So if their own people starts getting like blue-haired and woke, they're like, you get the fuck out as well. So their ability to preserve their culture or whatever they have is extremely strong. And when I speak to them, they really remind me of like, you know how like Asian like speak is very non-PC. Like you go see someone and your grandma would just be like, oh, you got hella fat. Like you're just straight up, right?
It's from the Bay Area too.
That's just old people, but yeah.
They remind me of like Cantonese moms. Like the way that all Polish people speak. They just don't.
Matter of fact, yeah.
You're talking about massive whiteys right now.
Massive whiteys?
Yeah, because Polish people are huge whiteys.
They're like Cantonese moms and they're just straight up. So they're just like, oh, this specific group is causing these problems? Get them out of here. Versus everyone else is like trying to like tiptoe and dance. Oh, but it's the institutionalized fill in the blank or whatever, or this refugee you got to do, you know? And then you kind of have like this whole like dancing around and while the crime still shoots through the roof.
You don't think that the grape underwear is like a pretty good solve?
So keep letting the perpetrators perpetrate and everyone just gets stocked up on the underwear?
A little bit, kind of a good solve.
That might work.
Honestly, it kind of was inspirational in Scary Movie. The little chastity belt.
With all the different doorknobs and stuff?
Yeah. I mean, it kind of makes sense. It was definitely a barrier that had to be figured out before they could get to the next phase.
I will say though, go for the head, you know. Yeah. That's my immediate thought. Like I hate that I have that thought.
I don't know too much
What
about
happened to
the
your
rest
guilty
of.
Catholic boy.
I know. I'm guilty. I owned it.
Freaking sick.
I owned it. I told everyone about it. I confessed.
What if they have old school braces where they have like the headpiece?
That's a good deterrent. Good deterrent.
Or the kendo mask.
Oh, how are you gonna get in that? They gotta have a hole right here.
Yeah.
I know. The UK was going through this crazy controversy because there were grape gangs, immigrant.
And they
like,
kept calling them Asians. It was making me so upset.
you know why? It's because their definition of Asian is
know.
different.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
They mean like Pakistan and
Grooming,
South
yeah,
Asian.
when they say grooming gangs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were saying Asian, but it's like, God, man.
But
come
they're
on.
not like they don't, and I think they call East Asians Orientals. But anyways, so the cops and everyone was covering this up, and the news was covering it up, and then the locals were like, dude, like they prey on their own community, and on so like it's a bunch of like young, like Middle Eastern girls and stuff, right? And then it also started bleeding into like the UK natives, like all the white folks or whatever. It's just everybody. But then they would get groomed into these gangs from boyfriends. Like they would use the lover boy model, where like they're like high school sweethearts or whatever, and then he would be like recruiting the girls, and then they would just go missing.
Yeah.
And there would be like a whole network. It was out of control, and then some journalists like basically broke the news, and they were trying to suppress them. And there's other journalists like trying to come out, and every single time they try to come out, the UK government and the feds there would like shut them down, and they're like, why? Like, this is crazy news. Everyone should know about this. And they kept getting shut down and shut down. So I was like, I don't know why, like what their motive is to like, why would they want to silence the journalists? Why wouldn't the police officers want to actually like catch the bad guys? But there's something really odd going on.
Yeah.
I think they have their own narrative, just like how we have our own narrative. Like, our own narrative, it's white cop beats up black guy. Anything that's not that, let's not put it out. Even though there's hella crime, or like, let's say like same race on same race crime in the hood, that's not part of our narrative, so we don't show that.
No, there was just a tuber scum who got gunned down by a cop the other day. Like he used like a cooking tuber scum, and like he, I guess, went crazy like in a public area, and he had a knife, and he told the sheriff like, I'll kill you. And the sheriff was like, all right. And just fucking, and like, he's gone now. And like, he left a wife and kid behind. But like, that didn't even make the news. Like, normies don't even know about that right now. But like, I saw it because I like was looking for stuff for JK.
Was it like white cop, white
tuber scum?
That's not part of the narrative, so they don't care. They don't care. Yeah.
Yeah, like remember Stop Asian Hate? We were all trying to get the word out that, dude, like Asian seniors were getting fucked up. But it didn't fit the narrative because it wasn't white cop shooting black guy or whatever.
Or white cop harassing Asian, which is what they would want, right? Yeah.
But
And it's still bad.
This episode is brought to you by RP Strength. The all-new RP Diet app is on sale for the first time ever for Black Friday. I've been using their diet app personally and have lost 10 pounds so far. It's so easy to use. You put in your current weight, the weight you want to be, and the amount of time you have, and it does all of the caloric and macronutrient calculations for you. How many meals per day and how many calories per meal. It's so easy. And right now, they're having the biggest sale ever. Save up to $30 on a subscription. The sale ends Monday, so don't miss out. To get the special pricing, go to rpstrength.com/rpskinnytime. That's rpstrength.com/rpskinnytime. That's rpstrength.com/rpskinnytime and sign up now.
yeah, so you're right. It's probably like, oh, we want to keep this hush because like it doesn't fit the narrative.
But like, what is the, like, I understand the compassion that citizens might have when they imagine allowing refugees to move into their country so they can get aid and they can be away from whatever was persecuting them in their home country or whatever. But then when you see the photos and the videos of the arrival, and it's all single dudes.
Yeah.
And they're like in their 20s.
Yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
these are they're like military age like men, and there's no like women or kids around. I'm like,
That's not families, bro.
don't you want to at least address that something different should happen if that's the case?
Yeah.
Like, like
100%.
like even the freaking nightclub doesn't let
Yep.
that happen.
Yeah.
The whole country's cool with that? Don't you think that it should sort
Yeah,
of?
'cause
I'm not saying like turn the boat around. I'm saying
No.
like shift the receiver.
Border Patrol is just the same thing as security clubs. They're just like ratio, bro, ratio.
I just don't know.
It
if,
is
like,
odd though, because like
yeah,
in all of history, like when there were Cuban refugees, it's families. There's children. Vietnamese refugees, whole
yeah.
families. There's children. There's even video of moms giving American soldiers babies. Even like in the Middle East, right? When we pulled out of Afghanistan, hella babies, families, right? But you're right. With all these pictures of boats coming into Europe, all men, just
Yeah.
nothing but men.
Or like the holding area.
Yeah.
It's just like all like men, and they don't. And again, like when you imagine the perfect, I guess, immigration strategy, you think people that will be an asset to your country in some way, right?
The fact that women in like all these European countries feel unsafe at night now, like we're so badly that like they can't even walk around alone. It's just such a
Well, and their cries are being like horrifically ignored. They're just being completely silenced.
completely in their own culture.
What would be a motive for, like you were talking about in that UK situation, why a government or the cops would stand down and not want journalists to report this?
The worry that they have about population, like sustaining their population. So like they're basically using the refugee stuff to make up for the fact that like birth rates are low. Birth rates are low, right? So like they're worried about the future job environment and like filling all these jobs everywhere.
But what's odd is they're not working. So that's one of the things
Yeah,
I thought,
yeah.
right? Because when Merkel opened it up, she was like the leader of the UN at the time, and it made perfect sense that it was a population thing because the West, industrialized countries like America, the only reason why we keep up is because we open it up for immigration, right? So like Europe was on that track of being like Japan and Korea, where eventually the population is going to be so small that it won't sustain the country. And then so to me, it was like, oh, that's probably the no-brainer thing they did is open it up. But what doesn't make sense to me is the lack of processing correctly. Like America has a process of like, okay, your refugee status. And then like, for example, when the Vietnamese came through, right? There were refugee camps, and then there were a period of time where they have to go through like a class, and then they get sponsored. So different churches would sign up and they'll be like, okay, we'll sponsor this family. Or there might be relatives of Vietnamese families like, we'll sponsor you, right? And then you get integrated into American society. They teach you, like they give you work skills, whatever. Right now, oh, I claim asylum. You're at the Ritz-Carlton. Well, I'm exaggerating.
No, it was
Oh.
like that.
Here's a check. Here's money. Here, you don't have to work. It's like, that's it. So I'm like, why did the process change? Because they had a whole system of, and Europe, UK, they took refugees in from Asia after wars, all that. But why did the process change? That's what I'm wondering. And then two, it's like, if you need able-bodied people to work, like, because the hard truth is citizens typically don't want to work McDonald's jobs.
But isn't it true too, though, that like the refugees are more likely to replenish your birth rates? Like,
Yeah, because they'll fuck a lot and they'll have kids.
Right.
So that's another thing too. Because one of the in Ireland, the most popular name for a baby boy is Mohammed, and it's because But anyways, traditionally that's how countries have been like, oh, we need to replenish our slaves, or bottom the lower class, right? And then that's how they did it. But what I don't understand is these guys aren't working. So why is it beneficial for these countries?
Because it's costing more.
maybe it's but maybe it's exactly
don't get it.
what we just said, where it's like we don't need them to work, we need them to reproduce.
But they're not They're not.
But it's all
mixing.
men. Yeah. So I don't get it. So the best thing that I could think of as to why. Oh wait. So your question was the cover up. Like the cover up is probably if you don't report it, if you don't what do you call it? Like when you criminalize it or like catch people, it's not in the statistic. So that's what I found out about what happens in
Oh.
California
Yeah.
is when you lower the crime and then when you also don't prosecute,
Yeah.
your term looks good as a governor or mayor. So then now you can brag for re-election and go, crime's down under my watch.
Thanks to
Look.
me.
Yeah. So that comes from police officers that taught me how like what goes down. So it's a re-election tactic from that camp, right? Political camp. Yeah.
It's dark. I'm just so curious to know what the real, like you said, what's the real gain? Because at least by this point, I would hope everybody now understands neither side of politics is ever doing anything for the goodness of their heart. They're not going like, we have to help them. Nobody truly believes in that. There's money being made in some way. I just don't know what it is.
So I don't know if it's a gain. I think it's an attack. And it's an attack from Russia and China.
Oh, it's like some guy's opening the gate for
Right.
the freaking Trojan
So
horse kind of thing?
They're known to bring immigrants in and then overrun countries like France or whatever, and then exhaust them internally. So then it's a war tactic. It's like kind of like espionage, right? So it's like if they're too busy spending money dealing with this,
Yeah.
they're not spending money on Ukraine and like doing shit
Do you
like that.
believe or do any of you subscribe to the idea about a certain other group united in movement
Look at the
in
time.
destabilizing these countries? Because I've heard that, you
Yeah,
know,
I heard that too.
how they're all like kind of working together to destabilize these specific countries
Yeah.
in order to shift the axis of power into their favor.
My whole thing for this, I don't know.
Does it rhyme with Mountain Dew?
My thing for this genuinely is I just wish that the anti-grape underwear were cute. Because I just don't think they're very cute. Like I don't think like I wouldn't.
It might grow on me.
You think?
It might grow on me.
You think what would make them more attractive?
More shapely around the woman's figure, you know?
So it's more attractive towards the graper.
That's
Oh, I didn't think of that.
What's cute about it is that it's a little harder.
Look at this guy.
Clip it.
This guy's a grapist.
Clip it. TikTok it. Instagram it. Send it to his mom.
Turn it into a Christmas ornament.
That you plug in and it has audio.